Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studio. With me today is Jiunn Liu, Seth Geis, and from the Bastani Studio, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Proud of the people.
Go Sens.
All right. So today we are talking about the Eladio Diaz 71 Aniversario. Cigar is a Toro Extra 6x54. Comes out of the Tabacalera Diaz Cabrera factory in the Dominican Republic. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Corojo 99. Binder is Mexican San Andres. And the filler is Dominican Corojo, Habano 92, and barrel aged Havana Vuelta Arriba. Blended by Eladio Diaz. Price point is $25. And the cigar is released in November of 2024. So, with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with this cigar?
My overall, I felt like it was a bit too heavy-handed on strength, um, but it didn't have like enough of flavors to match it. So most flavors I got out of it, most of the time it was just like this, just caked your palate with minerals and cedar, and being heavy-handed on strength, heavier-handed on strength. It was just not a good combination. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Go
All
to
right, so
AJ.
it's
I
well, that's
listen.
funny you should say that. We'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
I got lots of citrus notes really with this cigar. A lot of lemon zest up front, some coffee, cedar, cocoa, damp wood, leather, some tobacco, medium full strength and body. Second, third, those mineral notes that June talked about really started kicking in. Still kind of delivering that coffee, citrus, cocoa, cedar, and damp wood. Still medium full. And then the final third really just had tons of mineral notes and spices. Profile just kind of went downhill, musty barnyard notes. Um, Burn was, average, and so was the draw. I just kind of smoked like a Dominican. It just was all over the place. Yeah, John,
That's from the resident Dominican lover. So
seriously.
he had a bad time when. Yeah, look, there wasn't a lot going on for me here. I found myself really reaching for flavor notes. First third for me was a lot of wood components, so sweet wood, dry wood on the finish, bread wood, and like the bread notes were just run over by the wood. I did get some cocoa at some point in the first third, but um, it was largely wood and spices, and like June said, like way stronger than it needed to be, which was kind of off-putting, I think. And then second, third, more wood and spices at medium, a little bit of musty wood, some bready notes, but the bread was just being completely run over by the other flavor components. And then the last third kind of started the same with creamy wood, tannic leather, and wood on the finish. And then I got bitter wood, like a sharp bitter wood on the finish at medium full, and man, it was just so unpleasant on the palate. And then just to add insult to injury, some medium earth joined as well. So my palate was just getting absolutely wrecked, and that was essentially how the cigar finished. So really an unpleasant finish to a not great experience. Burn was excellent. Well, no interventions, but it was a little wavy at times, and my draw was a bit snug. So I don't know if that impacted the review experience, but it was I observed that it was firmly packed throughout. I couldn't find any knots or anything like that. It was a lot of tobacco and a very, I think it was probably 5 grams too heavy, honestly. And that's probably what the dry issue is from. All that to say, below average experience. Aaron, what about you?
Yeah, for me, this started with aged toasted cedar along with light amounts of earth and black pepper. Got some mustiness that joined in pretty quickly. Second third saw some light creaminess join in, and the final third saw the earth become even with the cedar, and then both kind of increase in fullness together. Um, just an average flavor profile throughout. I kind of feel like there may be a good blend in there, but I had a really tight draw that kind of choked that out. That may even led to the burn issues I had where the cigar went out twice on me. So just kind of a rough going there. So I put that I was hoping that you guys had better draw offerings and had a better flavor experience, but doesn't sound like that was the case. So um yeah, I can't see coming back to this at $25 and none of us seem to enjoy it. That doesn't seem like it makes sense to anybody. So yeah. Let's get on the scores. We're going to start at the top with Jiunn at 5.8. Seth and I both gave it a 5.15, and then John gave it a 5.1. So Jiunn had that 5.8 matchup for you.
It's fine. It's average. Nothing that I come back to. Um, do you guys did do we like any Eladio cigars after he left Davidoff?
I
It's yet
can't
to be
think of one.
determined. It's yet to be
Have we?
determined.
There might be one that I liked. I'm trying to remember it,
Did he do this? No,
but it was
Smoky Jackie's not him, right?
no, no.
Uh,
That's
Before and after?
Hanky Callendor's son.
Hanky. Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
The the one he did for Freud, the dark one.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
was it Passion?
No, that was his before and after though. The
Oh,
Passion. I don't remember what it was called, the dark
I don't
one.
remember what it's called.
Yeah,
Very
I think I
well,
enjoyed that one, and I think he did. I think Eladio did that for them.
mm. Well, I was
So
gonna say, I feel like when Eladio obviously can make really good cigars, and sometimes I feel like I'm still stuck in that state of mind. But
mm.
most new releases that he's come out with, I feel like they were not so good. Um, yeah.
All right, Seth, 5.15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say. It was just not that great, rather unpleasant, really lacking. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's just he's yet to release a blend that really speaks to me. He uses a lot of tobacco. It's kind of like let's trim back a little bit. Why don't we just kind of focus on one little area and see where we can go from there, and then start expanding? It's like, gosh, what was it that you remember like the fine and rares? There was like, man, there's just a lot
It's
going.
like
11,
17
11
tobaccos
tobaccos.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
too
just like
much.
what's too much, and it's just yeah, I don't know. He's doing I don't know. Actually, I have a lot of thoughts on it. So yeah, I'm gonna come back to it.
Yeah, my 515 matches up well as well. Average flavor profile, not great construction, so gets to those low fives. But uh, if it was a $5 cigar, I wouldn't smoke it again. So, but $25 for sure, I won't smoke it again. All right, John,
Mm.
5.1.
Yeah, it matches up well. Below average flavor, and burn was fine, but draw was not. And on a $25 cigar, it's unacceptable, frankly. Um, and for multiple of us to have burn and draw issues, I mean, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. That is not good at all. And I don't think there's anything that we've smoked, and we've smoked quite a few of his releases now. I don't think there's anything that I've been impressed by so far.
So I
It's really
pulled up the
unfortunate.
Alter Ego, which he did make
Oh,
for
alter
Freud,
ego, right?
and you were not the high scorer, but you were at least above the 6.1s. So you were
Mm,
6.42. So June didn't like it. Seth and I both give it a 6.57. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Mm.
I
there you
think that's
go. I
probably the
take it
one that's
back.
most impressed us. But
What was
you know,
the price tag on the
Still.
alter ego?
the Alter Ego, it's going to be pricey too, but
Yeah,
26
23,
bucks. So a dollar
26
more,
bucks.
you'll get
God
your enjoyment
damn.
out of it. So final thoughts.
I gotta wonder how I'm gonna have a conversation with some of our retail partners when we're at the PCA and see if they're carrying the brand and see how it's performing for them. I'm really curious
Mm.
because if I
Yeah,
dropped $25 and that was the experience, I would be like,
I
not
really
Do
good.
wonder.
these
I really wonder. Yeah, I really do wonder which like realtors, retailers are carrying this, and how well they're doing. I don't know. It's just
the Savannah Phil carry these?
no.
No.
At least I don't think so. The
They're a
last time I was
Davidoff
in there.
shop. Yeah.
All right. Wherever you're catching this video, be sure to like and subscribe, but check out the full written review on the website, developingpalace.com. Follow us on social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Aniversario.